नंबर 2, स्नातक/स्नातकोत्तर कक्षाओं में 10 वर्ष का अध्यापन का अनुभव,
ठीक
10 years experience.
जी
My lord, I moved an application and I was called for the interview, and White Annexure P11, the results were declared, my lord,
जी
on 28/9/2011,
जी
wherein, my lord, the respondent number 3 and 4 have been selected.
जी
My lord, I have placed on record White Annexure P12, page 134.
जी P12 yes
P12 is the seniority list, my lord.
जी
My name appears at serial number 1, my lord.
जी सीनियरिटी लिस्ट ऑफ
Senior
अवे अच्छा
assistant professor.
असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर यस जी
सर मेरा नंबर है नंबर 1 पे,
हाँ
और सर द 9th कॉलम, माय लॉर्ड, that is the date of my appointment is 4/3/1987.
जी
Whereas, my lord, the respondent number 3
जी
on page 135, serial number 7,
जी
she joined on 29/9/1999.
एक सेकंड पेज नंबर क्या है ये
135 है सर.
हाँ और
Whereas, my lord, the last date
डेट
of
क्या है इसकी डेट क्या है
इसकी डेट है सर 29/9/1999.
29 ये तो वेटिंग लिस्ट वाली है
जी हाँ सर, इनका भी सब्सिक्वेंटली हो गया था.
29/9/99
यस मैडम.
हाँ
एंड द लास्ट डेट ऑफ
नहीं और जो जिनका जो सिलेक्ट हुए थे उनका नाम कहाँ है
जी सर.
अच्छा उनसे आपका कोई झगड़ा नहीं है
नहीं, उनसे भी झगड़ा है.
हाँ उनका उनका नाम
पेज 12 पे सर.
पेज 12
पेज सीरियल नंबर 12,
सीरियल नंबर 12
पेज 136, 1/5/1999.
हाँ 1/5/1999 एडवर्टीजमेंट की डेट क्या है
एडवर्टाइजमेंट इज ऑन
P6 की डेट
19/1/2009.
एक सेकंड 20/2/9 है अच्छा
20/2/2009 लास्ट डेट ऑफ सबमिशन ऑफ द फॉर्म्स.
20/2/2009
2009.
हाँ तो दोनों के बाद 10 साल का अनुभव नहीं था
यस सर, ये ऐसा मेरा एलिगेशन.
हाँ ठीक है
और सर रूल्स भी कहते हैं
हाँ
पेज 153 पे
हाँ
कि 10 years का एक्सपीरियंस होना चाहिए.
हाँ हाँ
नाउ माय लॉर्ड, द PSC हैज फाइल्ड द रिप्लाई.
यस क्या कहा इन्होंने
इन्होंने कहा है, दे हैव stated in a more cryptic manner
जी
that they are having the 10 years teaching
कैसे
experience.
कहाँ से हुआ बताइए कट ऑफ डेट बता दीजिएगा
My lord, my lords, what my lord senior is claiming, my lords, the experience from only the seniority list, my lord.
जी
My lord, the condition says that 10 years experience must be there of teaching, my lord.
हाँ
My lords, this reply of respondent number 4 may be seen, my lords.
जी
My lords, she have already taught, my lords, in other college in Pune, Maharashtra, my lords.
कहाँ है वो एक्सपीरियंस
My
सर्टिफिकेट एनेक्स
My lords, the reply of respondent number 4 may be seen, my lords.
रिस्पॉन्ड नंबर 4 यस
My lords.
हाँ
My lords, इसका page 12 देखेंगे.
पेज 12 दिखाइएगा जी
My lords, ये
I want to state that I have
ये
received the
SNDT आर्ट्स कॉलेज में ये ज्वाइन कर चुकी थी 1996
96 में
में.
I will join my duties from 15 जुलाई
15th July.
96 ठीक है उसके बाद फिर क्या हुआ एक्सपीरियंस
मतलब इनका
सर्टिफिकेट कहाँ है
एक्सपीरियंस यहाँ का भी हमने काउंट किया है क्योंकि
अच्छा
ये
एक सेकंड रुक जाएगा ना ठीक है ना इतना क्यों परेशान हो रहे हैं कमलेश भट्ट was in our employment working as part time lecturer का काउंट होगा
माइनस
आर्ट एंड पेंटिंग ड्यूरिंग द एकेडमिक इन द पे स्केल ऑफ इतना इतना ठीक ठीक
because the condition only says that teaching
Alpna
experience.
Upadhyay has taught graduate and postgraduate classes in the institution from 88 to 93 as a research scholar ठीक ठीक
And also, my lords, we have stated in our reply that, my lords, both these persons who have one who has been selected and the respondent number 4 who have been put in the waiting list, my lords,
जी
they have scored more marks than the
नहीं
petitioner.
मोर मार्क्स तो ठीक है, वो तो इशू उन्होंने उठाया ही नहीं।
My lords,
जो दूसरे का चलिए एक्सपीरियंस बताइएगा भावसार साहब का।
my lords, as far as my lords his experience is related, my lords, I'm not having any document.
देन हाँ उनका भाई चलिए, इनका तो आपने बता दिया,
My lords,
ये तो वेट लिस्टेड कैंडिडेट थी, उनका तो डॉक्यूमेंट लेकर आइए आप
my lords,
कि उनके अनुभव का डॉक्यूमेंट कहाँ है।
my lords,
भाई अरे भाई आप ही का आर्ग्यूमेंट हम आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं,
my lords, I'm at,
ऐसा आधा अधूरा जवाब क्यों फाइल करते हैं? जवाब कब फाइल किया है आपने?
my lords, it was,
कब फाइल किया है पीएससी ने जवाब?
it was filed on 28th December 2011, my lords.
2011 का तो कोई दस्तावेज ही नहीं है यहाँ पर रिकॉर्ड पर,
My lords, ऑनलाइन रिकॉर्ड में नहीं है, बट
ऑनलाइन में नहीं है तो हमें आईटी को बोलना पड़ेगा। आपने ऑफलाइन कब फाइल कर दिया? एंड वाइड है।
ऑफलाइन नहीं फाइल किया, मतलब 2011 ही में फाइल हुआ था,
हाँ
तो वो ऑनलाइन हमें भी नहीं मिल पाया।
दिखाइएगा जरा, ऑफलाइन रिप्लाई है क्या इनका? आपकी फाइल में होगा ना, आप तो शासन है।
तो शासन का भर है सर, पीएससी
हैं?
शासन का है, पीएससी का नहीं है।
यहाँ तो शासन का भी रिप्लाई नहीं है।
जी साहब, शासन का
नहीं इसमें ऑनलाइन में कहाँ है शासन का रिप्लाई? देखिएगा आप जरा।
मेरे पास साहब
अरे आपके पास होगा भाई, आप ऑनलाइन में है कि नहीं है देखिए ना, आपको तो कंप्यूटर आता है ना, देखिए।
ऑनलाइन में
हैं?
देख लिया, मतलब जीआरपी में भी नहीं है।
दिखाइएगा, फाइल दीजिएगा इधर।
अपलोड नहीं है,
रिटर्न ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन,
अपलोड नहीं हुआ, आईटी सेक्शन वालों ने अपलोड किया।
देखिएगा रिप्लाई ऑफ द पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन which was filed by one Shri K.S. Wadhwa under the signatures of Shri J.C. Nandwal has not been scanned and uploaded, though it is available in the physical file. Similarly, rejoinder is also not uploaded. Next paragraph. Reply of the respondent number 4 is though available on record, but that of respondent number 3 is not available either in the offline mode or in the on the online mode. Next paragraph. स्टेट का जवाब कहाँ है? रिप्लाई ऑफ स्टेट रिस्पॉन्ड नंबर 1 filed by one Dr. M.K. Mishra, Additional Director Higher Education, is also not scanned by the scanning section before listing this case. Full stop. It's a serious matter. Incomplete files are being listed, expecting courts to resort to e-court mechanism and support the e-court mechanism with a view to assist in achieving object of paperless courts. Full stop. The support from the IT section and the registry is poor. Full stop. Matter be placed before Honorable the Chief Justice for instituting an inquiry that why incomplete scanned files are being listed before the court, resulting in wastage of time of the court. He, being the master of the roster and the administrative head, may take a decision in this behalf. Full stop. In the meanwhile, Shri Parag Tiwari, appearing for the PSC, is not in a position to explain, as has been explained in relation to respondent number 4, that which documents were examined to see his eligibility in terms of the experience which is part of the advertisement in Annexure P6. Let original selection record and the application forms of the concerned applicants be brought on record by the PSC. Within 10 days, list this case on 3rd April 2024.
I'm out. Are you?
number 5, Avilas Kumar Deb. No, I have filed application for exemption of the delay of filing the ordinary mode PF, my lord.
Here there is an application for condoning the delay for depositing the PF by ordinary mode. Delay is condoned. PF pay कर दिया करना
Yes, already is paid, my lord.
is to proceed, registry to proceed in accordance with law. चलिए.
Number 6.
लेबर कोड का रिकॉर्ड मंगाया था साहब आपने
आ गया क्या? देखिएगा लेबर कोड का रिकॉर्ड आ गया.
ऑनलाइन 2 तारीख
जी.
को रिक्विजिशन गई है साहब
ठीक है. श्री मानस मणि वर्मा for the state, Shri Ashok Kumar Gupta for the respondents. Record of the labor court is still awaited. It is informed that requisition was sent on
2nd of March
2nd of March, awaiting record of the labor court. List this case after 4 weeks.
IR to continue
IR if any to continue.
Serial number 7. Sri Shekhar Sharma.
May I please your lordship?
जी.
Well, there is a 16 days delay, though I have filed application for condonation of delay.
आपको रिप्लाई देना है कंडोनेशन ऑफ दिल्ली का?
But in fact, we'll file reply.
है? देखिएगा श्री शेखर शर्मा, learned counsel for the petitioner. Shri Vivek Sharma, learned deputy advocate general for state. Shri Sharma prays for and is granted 2 weeks time to file reply to IA 3993/24 application for condonation of delay.
My lords.
Serial number 8. Sri Sunil Kumar Pandey.
Lords, I have filed caveat in this matter and they have not supplied us the.
देखिएगा श्री सुनील कुमार पांडे.
Lord, right now I am supplying.
हाँ, what's your good name?
Ravi Kant Patel.
Shri Ravi has supplied copy of the petition to Shri Ravikant Patel, who appears on caveat. He may file his response within 7 days, list thereafter.
Or any week commencing my.
7 दिन बाद आ जाएगा.
Serial number 9.
Well, the petitioner agreed by communication, annexure P6 at page 24, by which Lekha Niyantrak has written letter to our Sachiv, Madhya Pradesh Kisan Kalyan Board.
P6
जी,
क्या लिखा? अवर
विश्व
सचिव.
विश्वविद्यालय से सेवानिवृत्त शैक्षणिक संघ के अधिकारियों के प्रयोग को 1/1/207वें आधार पर उपादान राशि को बढ़ाकर 20 लाख रुपए करने बाबत. Well, my submission, this is just mode to create hurdle. My lord may just permit me to refer to annexure P1 at page 13.
जी.
This is dated 28 April 2015.
आप क्यों परेशान हो रहे हैं? नोटिस इशू करके जब आप बुला लेते हैं, आपको 8% ब्याज मिलेगा. जितने दिन डिले देंगे आपको 8% ब्याज आज कहाँ मिल रहा है बाजार में? Here I show notice to the respondents that why enhanced gratuity as has been made applicable to the persons who attained the age of superannuation after 1/1/2016 is not being made admissible to the petitioner. This notice is waived by Shri Vivek Sharma for respondent number 1. Issue notice to respondent number 2, 3 and 4 on payment of PF by registered AD post within 7 days, returnable 4 weeks.
Oh, wait.
Serial number 10. Sri Manoj Gupta.
None for the petitioner.
This is a case, my lord, where the petitioner is seeking a direction from this honorable court to decide the representation.
Petitioner's
He and his
contention is
wife
that
is-
he has already made a representation annexure P1 to the Director General of Prisons and Reform Services. It is prayed that representation be directed to be considered and decided by the concerned authority without commenting on merits. 15 दिन, 30 दिन, this court has not expressed it. वो तो आ ही गया, चलिए. None करके लिखिएगा, none for the petitioner.
Serial number 11.
Lordship, in this case also, limited period to decide my representation. Similar case has been disposed of. in same terms lords. Annexure का क्रमबद्ध P2 है इसमें, उसमें P4 था lords. और डिस्ट्रिक्ट कलेक्टर
छिंदवाड़ा की जगह पांडुर ना हो जाएगा
लॉर्ड्स
और P4 की जगह P2 हो
P2
जाएगा।
हो जाएगा।
ठीक, ये करेक्शन के साथ में कर दीजिएगा।
Annexure P20 है without expression on opinion on.
हाँ वही लगेगा, वही
हाँ, ठीक है।
Sir.
My lord, petitioner is seeking further
Petitioner's
direction.
contention is that petitioner has made a representation, annexure P5, to the Chief Municipal Officer, Nagar Parishad, Sirmaur District, Rewa, in regard to payment of a special announced on completion of 10 years of service. It is prayed that the same said representation be directed to be decided. 15 दिन, 30 दिन. This court has not expressed any opinion on the merits.
Manu is not there. Obliged.
Number 30.
Petitioner's contention is that petitioner has made a representation for revocation of his suspension, her suspension.
Representation is not there.
सब P2 में स्कॉलरशिप प्रपोजल गया है शिव जनपद का पूरा काम पूर्ण करा लिया गया है
हाँ,
और
ठीक
उसी
है,
वजह से सस्पेंड किया गया था मुझे।
ठीक है।
Representation is there.
Representation,
3 days provided.
petitioner, नहीं ऐसा कर लीजिएगा, petitioner submits that petitioner was placed under suspension by order annexure P1 on 17/1/2024. Thereafter, a report as is available in annexure P2, as contained in annexure P2, shows that the work which was subject matter of controversy has been completed. Therefore, petitioner prays that a direction be given to the competent authority, that is the Chief Executive Officer, Jila Panchayat Satna, to consider petitioner's case for revocation of suspension. एप्लीकेशन देंगे 7 दिन में, 30 दिन में डिसाइड।
They may be directed to represent before the authorities, my lord.
7 दिन में कर दिए।
Sir, sir.
माला
Sir.
If it may please, my lord. This petition has been filed against the impugned recovery which was made against the petitioner from her family pension. So a brief fact of this case, my lord, the petitioner's husband worked for SBI. He died and thereafter the petitioner was entitled for family pension.
Yes.
So thereafter, my lord, they issued a letter that is annexure P1. In that they have claimed that they have paid an excess of amount of rupees 3,26,306 rupees. So my lord, they have
notice to the respondents on payment of PF per registered AD post within 7 days, returnable 4 weeks. In the meanwhile, recovery from the pension of the petitioner shall remain state.
operational.
Number 15.
मतलब
जी बताइए।
मतलब कि सेकंड राउंड एलिगेशन है मतलब अभ्यावेदन हमारा जी रिजेक्ट किया हमारा एनेक्जर P7 पेज नंबर 29।
क्या है, क्या इशू क्या है, ये तो बता दीजिए।
यस मैम, डाटा एंट्री ऑपरेटर के पद में पदस्थ थे मतलब 16 से इन्होंने हमें कंसीडर नहीं किया था।
तो क्यों नहीं किया इन्होंने, क्या कह के रिजेक्ट किया आपका अभ्यावेदन?
मतलब इन्होंने अभ्यावेदन इसलिए रिजेक्ट ये कह दिए कि आप आउटसोर्स के कर्मचारी थे इसलिए आपको कंसीडर नहीं किया जा सकता।
हाँ।
जबकि एनेक्जर P2 माइलट पेज नंबर 13 माइलट
पढ़िएगा।
इसमें
कॉल सेंटर में वैभव दुबे इतना
यस मैम
आधार पर अंशकालिक रूप संविदा/अंशकालिक
संविदा में
देखिएगा। Petitioner's contention is that he was appointed on contract part-time basis in the call center run by the Chief Medical and Health Officer, Hoshangabad, by order annexure P2 dated 13/9/2010 under the Janani Suraksha Yojana. Now he has been removed, saying that he is an outsourced employee. Full stop.
No, my lord, he is not been removed. His services have not been continued.
He's been removed by way of not continuing his agreement. Full stop. Respondents have filed their respondents have taken a stand that since petitioner was an outsourced employee, therefore his services cannot be continued. Full stop. Prima facie annexure P2 does not reveal that petitioner was an outsourced employee. There is a direct appointment order issued by the CMHO in favor of the petitioner. Full stop. Issue notice. Notice is waived by Shri Vivek Sharma, learned Deputy Advocate General for the respondents. He may file reply to the petition within 4 weeks, list thereafter.
No, National Health Mission is the contesting party in this case. मतलब they will be
One
directed
and
to.
3 के लिए इनका waive करेंगे और 2 के लिए notice issue करेगा on payment of PF by registered AD post within 7 days, returnable 4 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, there are two matters, my lord,
जी
involving the same litigants. My lord.
जी
The first matter, my friend is appearing for the petitioner,
जी
and I appear in the second matter for the respondent. My lord.
जी. So, but
Matter is to be heard.
so are you threatening me or are you asking me?
You know, it's my lord's convenience. My
नहीं
lord.
नहीं तो सुनाइए, शुरू करिए.
A very short point.
हाँ शुरू करिए ना. Start.
Now, the second case is, my lord.
क्योंकि मुझे तो आजकल डर लगने लगा है.
Why, my lord?
अरे आप लोग बोलते हैं सुनना पड़ेगा तो ऐसा लगता है कि हम सुनना नहीं चाहते.
I have never said that, my lord. I have never said. My lord, I'm in the second one. I'm for the respondent.
पहले को सुनते हैं फिर दूसरे को.
Yes, my lord.
My lord. My lord, it is the second round of litigation.
जी.
And the first round of litigation attended in SLP, my lord, thereby confirming all orders of this honorable court, my lord.
जी.
The basic order passed by this honorable court, my lord, is annexure P8, the earlier writ petition,
Just
my
a
lord.
minute.
It- My lord, in this case, the respondent is not appearing because it is transferred by the order of Indore bench, honorable Indore bench to hear, my lord, for hearing this case along with 16.2 petition.
नोटिस कर देते हैं, लिखिएगा.
My lord, if
Shri,
my
आपका
friend
शुभ नाम
Mr. Nair, he is appearing in 16.2.
Appearing in 16.1. That petition has been filed by me.
तो
नहीं,
आपके
16.1
नोटिस
is-
दे दीजिए इसमें 16 में भी.
Lordship.
ठीक है. आपका शुभ नाम.
16.1 is my case. That is WP number 267318.
That is 16.1.
Yes, my
That
lord.
is 16. Your case is 16.
16, I am
What-
sorry, sir.
What's your good name?
SP Joshi, my lord.
Shri SP Joshi for the petitioner. It is informed that this case is transferred by the Indore bench to the principal seat at Jabalpur. Full stop. Nobody is appearing for the Madhya Pradesh Madhya Kshetra Vidyut Vitran Company Limited. On our request, Shri Takmil Nasir accepts notice. He may seek instructions, list this case for argument under the same head after 4 weeks.
Sir, I am a brother. If your lordship provide fixed date, I come from Indore, my lord. If-
क्या हो गया? आप वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग से आर्ग्यू कर लीजिएगा, कोई दिक्कत थोड़ी ना है. लिखिएगा और 16.1 में लिखिएगा श्री तकमील नासिर फॉर द पिटिशनर. श्री साहब का नाम डालिएगा. ब्रांड डेसल्वा, लर्नेड सीनियर एडवोकेट, असिस्टेड बाय श्री विशाल भिड़े. दो बार नाम क्यों आ रहा है आपका? अच्छा, डबल तो नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है. ठीक. लिस्ट दिस केस अलोंग विद 16 के साथ लगा दीजिएगा. चलिए नेक्स्ट केस.
Obliged, my lord.
Highly obliged.
Lord, in this batch of review petitions, Lord, nothing survives for adjudication in view of this order, my lord. भैया
श्री Amal Pushpa Shruti fairly submits that this case is squarely covered by order dated 20th October 2023, passed by a coordinate bench in RP number 1143/2023. Full stop. Accordingly, these review petitions are disposed of in the same terms in which order dated 20 October 2023 was passed in RP 1143/23. ये लीजिए।
नंबर 18
May the prisoner the file the MP Milet against Tabra in lecture P1 Milet P1 and P13 and P14 Milet.
क्या है क्या?
Milet prisoner in lecture P2 से मायने पट्टी की जमीन का क्रय किया था Milet.
किसने?
पिटिशनर ने Milet.
पट्टे की जमीन हस्तांतरण है क्या?
नहीं होता Milet.
फिर
ये नगर निगम के अंदर की थी, उसका वो नगर निगम में चढ़वा लिया था नेक्स्ट P3 से।
नगर निगम में तो कुछ भी चढ़वा लीजिए आप, नगर निगम का क्या है? आप उनको पैसा दीजिए, कुछ भी चढ़ा देते हैं, प्रॉपर्टी टैक्स से उनको मतलब है।
जी वाला
उससे टाइटल थोड़ा ना आ जाएगा।
टाइटल नहीं आया।
बस फिर बताइए क्या करना है।
नहीं तो इसमें प्राइवेट रिस्पोंडेंट नंबर 5 और 6 भी ने क्रय किया था उसी जमीन को मैंने।
अच्छा, तो 5 और 6 को नोटिस होगा क्या? अभी
नहीं हुआ मैंने।
इशू नोटिस टू रिस्पोंड नंबर 5 and 6, 4, 5 and 6 on payment of PF by registered AD post within 7 days, returnable 4 weeks.
नंबर 19
आइए।
Your Lordship, before to proceed in this matter,
जी,
I may be permitted to request something to this
प्लीज
honorable court.
बताइए।
This idea of in this video conferencing, this is my personal request to Your Lordship. It should be stopped.
You can request this to the Honorable Chief Justice.
Because it has not been functioning in any other court, Lordship. What has been
See,
happening,
see,
whatever the proceeding happens, takes place in the court, Lordship, it should not be flashed out outside.
देखिए विक्रम जी,
This is my request,
नहीं,
Lordship.
I'm giving you answer to that. Your request cannot be accepted or denied by me in individual capacity. It is the decision of the institution to install this facility and with a view. No, please bear me. I have understood what you are saying. I have understood. It is the institutional decision to run this facility of video conferencing or of live telecast, whatever is the object. Okay. Now that decision can be taken at the institutional level. So you are free to make an application to the Honorable Chief Justice to close this. And the day I receive directions that this facility be closed, I'll be the first person to close it. But without the institutional direction, which asked us to function on this system, I will not be able to help you.
Well, also the video, it should go on. There is no problem, Lordship. What has been happening in the video, when it goes out, there has been a lot of persons sitting outside of the court and they've been making fun of all these things.
There are a lot of safeguards in the rules itself. Please go through the High Court rules. You can prosecute them. There is a provision for that. Action can be taken by the institution. So there are two things. If others have stopped, I am not responsible for it. I am abiding by the institutional mandate. Though I am not in army, but I am soldier of this institution.
It's not that.
Okay.
I am just mentioning it for the reason, Lordship, that it has been somewhere
the thing is
misuse
that-
of the entire things. which
That
has
you
been
will
happening.
appreciate, you as a counsel for the Indian Army will appreciate that a soldier has very many limitations to function. And as a soldier of the institution, I cannot take a decision on my own.
Because
चलिए, marriage पे आइए।
my second contention is that, Lordship, we are just like a family. This judicial system is just like a family, and whatever takes place inside the court, it should not go out. It should not go out, and it should not be flashed out.
There are safeguards in other high courts which runs the show on the server. Entry is a high court server. Entry is allowed only to the participants, not to the outsider. You request the Registrar General.
You also will find a lot of news clicks has been there in the WhatsApp and
क्या चलिए merits पर आइएगा। अपन ने जहाँ पिछली बार छोड़ा था उसके आगे चलते हैं।
Lordship, before Lordship, I can appreciate. First of all, I'd like to submit in relations to the conduct of the petition, Lordship. I may be permitted to complete my argument on this point itself. Lordship, just me kindly appreciate.
I will hear you. We will hear you. There is no difficulty. उस दिन issue ये था कि आपके rules and regulations में वो cut off date क्या है जिस दिन आपको इनका misconduct मालूम पड़ा।
I will definitely come to that point, Lordship, but later on, Lordship. First of all, I may be allowed to That's submit in relation to the conduct of the petition.
जी.
May I kindly appreciate also page 13.
13 of the petition.
13 of my reply, Lord.
अच्छा, just
Plenary
just
objection.
give me 2 minutes.
Yes.
आर्मी एक्ट दीजिएगा. जी.
Also, may kindly come to page 19 also.
Annexure P.
Is R1 also.
R1.
Yes, page 19.
Just a minute. Preliminary objection जो आपने फाइल किया है.
जी, लॉर्डशिप उसी में है annexure
R1.
Yes. उसका page 19 लॉर्डशिप में kindly appreciate.
हाँ, एक मिनट रुक जाइएगा. जी, पढ़िएगा प्लीज.
This is the first original application which was filed before the Learned AFT also.
जी.
What relief has been sought also may kindly appreciate.
जी.
To direct the respondent number 4 and 5 to issue movement order to the applicant to report to his unit in the interest of justice. And then it also may kindly appreciate as to what order has been passed by the Learned AFT.
जी.
It's there in the original rate petition itself. You'll also will find at page 48.
Annexure
It's P5 will also.
P5.
Yes.
Yes.
Page 49 also.
Yes.
Counsel for the respondent has stated that the applicant has already been granted 23 days day of leave. That being so, we see no reasons to make any indulgence into the matter. In case the applicant has any grievance after the leave period is over, he may take recourse to remedy of representation and approaching to the competent authority in accordance with the law.
जी.
Subsequently, Lordship, by Nagar P6, he submitted the representation.
जी.
Detailed representation has been submitted.
जी.
And then what order has been passed by the competent authority?
जी.
Entertaining the representation, Lordship, will find at page 54. It has been passed on.
एक सेकंड रुकिएगा. जी. Yes.
It is intimated that the request submitted
जी.
by the petitioner herein, by later under reference for being RTU has been examined at this headquarter. It is once again apprised that the
कहाँ पढ़ रहे
office,
हैं आप? किस
Lordship, page 54.
54.
Yes.
Just a minute.
This is the decision which has been taken by the competent authority
जी.
on the representation which was submitted in pursuance of the orders so passed by the Honorable FTA also.
जी.
It is intimated, I am reading from paragraph 2 onwards also.
जी.
It is intimated that the request submitted by IC so and so, who is the petitioner herein also, received by letter under reference for being RTO, has been examined at this headquarter. It is once again apprised that the officer has been attached to GRC under the provisions of AI, Army Instructions 30/86,
Yes.
until finalization of the disciplinary proceeding against him. Therefore, the request of the officer for being RTO is not tenable at this stage.
जी.
Later and so hereby disposed of.
जी.
So what remedy lies after this decision has been taken,
जी.
that he should have again approached to the AFT, challenging this particular order.
Last date, our question to you was that under section 122(1)(c), What is the starting date?
No, Your Lordship, before that, Your Lordship, one more submission is there. There was another original application filed by the petitioner
जी
before the Honorable AFT, that is OA number 97/2023.
जी है क्या रिकॉर्ड पर?
Your Lordship, ये रिकॉर्ड पे नहीं है,
तो रिकॉर्ड पे ले आइए फिर आप
मैं ला लेता हूँ.
उसको फाइल
It is very much relevant, Your Lordship,
उसको फाइल
because
करिए, लंच के बाद लेते हैं इसको, फाइल करके आइए, लंच के बाद लेते हैं पास ओवर में,
कल रख लें, Your Lordship.
कल नहीं पास ओवर में.
ठीक है.
यू फाइल इट, परमिशन दे दीजिएगा इनको डॉक्यूमेंट फाइल करने के लिए. फाइल इट, मेक एक्स्ट्रा कॉपीज,
I will
ब्रिंग इट ऑन रिकॉर्ड.
Yes, yes.
In 20, I'm playing for Passover.
पास ओवर कर दीजिए.
In this case, the petitioner appeared in the sub-engineer equipment test
जी
conducted by respondent number 1.
जी
Now, the grievance of the petitioner is that
जी
he in his form of submission, he gave preference to the departments. Now, in the first preference he was selected. However, for the second and third and fourth preference and so on, his name is not being shown in the waiting list. Now, in this regard, he submitted a representation also, but no.
बट हाउ इज इट पॉसिबल? अगर आप अपनी प्रथम जैसे एग्जाम होता है एमबीबीएस का, बीडीएस का, वेटनरी का, पहले कॉमन होता था, अब अलग अलग हो गया, ठीक है, तो आपने एमबीबीएस की प्रेफरेंस दे दी, आप उसमें सिलेक्ट हो गए, तो उसके बाद नीचे वाली प्रेफरेंस में आपका वेटिंग लिस्ट में नाम क्यों आएगा? यही होता है जैसे आपने यूपीएससी के एग्जाम में आईएएस, आईपीएस, आईएफएस प्रेफरेंस दे दी, इंडियन ऑडिट्स एंड अकाउंट सर्विस, इंडियन रेलवे डिफेंस सर्विस, तो आपकी जब ऊपर वाली सर्विस में आपका सिलेक्शन हो गया, तो नीचे वाली की वेटिंग लिस्ट में क्यों नाम आएगा आपका?
My respectful submission was this in this regard, my lord.
आपने पहली से ऑप्शन क्या दिया था?
Lord, I give in the first preference, my lord, I give reference to the Madhya Pradesh Urban Development Company Limited, Bhopal.
ठीक है.
Then second was, my lord, the Madhya Pradesh Grah Nirman एवं
वकील साहब यही होता है, जब पहली चॉइस आपको मिल गई ना, आपका सिलेक्शन हो गया ना, उसके बाद यू आर नॉट एंटाइटल्ड टू एनी अदर.
My lord, this is what I have submitted. There are several candidates, my lord, who even I have stated in my petition.
बताइएगा कहाँ है पैरा?
Not that 5.7, my lord.
5.7. पढ़िए ना 5.7.
That it is submitted that some of the other candidates, such as one Toshi Tiwari, who got qualified and appointed in the rural engineering services, but still her name is shown in the waiting list of water
जब आप बुलवा
resources.
लेते हैं, लिखिएगा petitioner after submitting that petitioner had given first choice for the urban development company
Yes.
Bhopal and has been selected for the same, but his name is not reflected in the waiting list of other services, points out that one Toshi Tiwari who got qualified and appointed in the rural engineering service. नहीं, आपको थोड़ा सा ये बताना पड़ेगा एक मिनट के लिए कि रूरल इंजीनियरिंग सर्विस में हो गया, ये रूरल इंजीनियरिंग सर्विस उनकी फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस थी.
Yes.
ये बताइए ना आप, फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस थी, उसके बाद वहां होने के बाद उनका देखिए क्या होगा, फर्क समझ लीजिए आप. तोशी तिवारी का हाइपोथेटिकली एग्जांपल लें, इनकी फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस थी वाटर रिसोर्सेज डिपार्टमेंट, सेकंड थी पब्लिक वर्क्स डिपार्टमेंट, थर्ड थी ये रूरल इंजीनियरिंग. थर्ड में अगर हुआ तो उनका फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड सर्विस के लिए वेटिंग लिस्ट में नाम आएगा. आपको यहाँ ये समझाना पड़ेगा कि इनकी फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस में, जो आपका केस है, फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस में सिलेक्शन होने के बाद अन्य सर्विसेज के लिए विच वर लोअर इन प्रायोरिटी, हर नेम इज रिफ्लेक्टेड इन दी.
My lord, I have sought instruction. He stated that, my lord, he was appointed in engineering. Subsequently, my lord, what we have pleaded is she was there in the waiting list of water
तो देख लिया, लेकिन आपको ये बताना पड़ेगा what was her choice.
appointment be subsequently she has been appointed in the water resources.
नहीं, but you'll have to show that what was the preference choice, how she had filled her choice. If water resources was at a higher choice and rural engineering was at a lower level, then mere selection in rural engineering service will not prevent her to migrate to a higher choice. ठीक है? आपको ये बताना पड़ेगा.
but because we could not certain because
तो इसको मालूम कर लीजिए आप. आपको टाइम दे देते हैं, मालूम कर लीजिएगा.
my respectful, however,
नहीं, आप RTI में पूछ लीजिए ना. आपको हम अब इतना भी बता दिए, ऐसे नहीं होगा, मेरे साथ ऐसा नहीं हो पाएगा.
no,
क्या लिखा? क्या लिखा?
no, we are not saying that only notices be.
नहीं, no, not notices. It's a long drawn process. We are adding a load on the system. You do your homework, then we will see. आप
No, the reason why I think
नहीं,
it would be.
sorry, you will have to fulfill. क्या लिखा? Appointed in the rural engineering service, but her name was still shown in the waiting list of water resources department under sub-engineer category, and as per his information, she has been given appointment in the water resources department. Next paragraph. After hearing learned counsel for the petitioner, the issue which emerges is that if a person fills a particular department as a first choice, and if he or she gets selected into the department of which was filled as a first choice, then automatically all other choices shall stand excluded. Full stop. However, if a person fills several departments as a choice and is selected to a department which was filled lower in choice, then that candidate subject to the merit will continue to be shown as wait list candidate in the higher choices. Full stop. Thus, migration from lower choice to higher choice by virtue of being placed in a wait list is a natural consequence of giving recognition to the merit. But downward migration from higher choice to lower choice after being selected in the first place for the highest choice given by a candidate cannot be the order of succession. Full stop. When examined from this aspect, then plea taken by the petitioner in para 5.7 of the petition in regard to Tosi Sharma cannot be examined unless petitioner brings her documents on record that despite filling rural engineering service as a higher choice, her name was reflected in the wait list of water resources department, which was a lower choice than the rural engineering service. Full stop. At this stage, learned counsel for the petitioner prays for and is granted कितना समय चाहिए अब आपको?
Not 2 weeks.
2 weeks time to do his homework and bring relevant documents on record. List on 5, 7, 12, 19, 20 March. ठीक?
20 March. Please.
In this case, already date of hearing, the respondent number 3, district education officer, has been directed to appear this court.
जी आ गए क्या वो?
Settle कर दिए claim को.
आ गए क्या?
कुछ claim settle कर दिए उसका verify कर लो.
कंप्लायंस पेमेंट सेटल कर दिया तो उनको आने के लिए नहीं कहा है हमने कहा पेमेंट सेटल हो जाए तो उनकी जरूरत नहीं रहेगी आने के लिए.
वेरीफाई कर लूं कितना सेटल हुआ मैंने.
तो आप क्यों नहीं वेरीफाई करके आए अभी तक?
अकाउंट में डेबिट
वो बता वेरीफाई कर ली तो 2 वीक्स टाइम.
नहीं ये सब नहीं 17 से आपके पक्षकार को लगता है मुकदमा चलाने का शौक है. ये आदेश हमने पारित किया था 15/2 को. आज करीब 20 दिन हो गए हैं. दिस ही शुड हैव कम, you should have come prepared with the instructions. लंच के बाद इंस्ट्रक्शंस ले लीजिए. आई विल नॉट एडजॉर्न दिस केस. नहीं पास ओवर रख रहा हूँ. लंच के बाद इंस्ट्रक्शंस लेके आ जाइए.
यस.
हाँ. इस हाई कोर्ट की आधी प्रॉब्लम वकीलों के कारण है कि आप मुकदमा करना नहीं चाहते, बढ़ाना चाहते हैं. सॉरी
कर देता हूँ. यस.
हाँ, लेके इंस्ट्रक्शंस लेकर आइए.
Number 23.
Wait, please. This matter pertains to appointment of Gram Kotwar. Now, Maloj, with efflux of time, Maloj, the only Maloj, the relief that I am pressing is, Maloj, they may conduct, Maloj, regular appointments, Maloj. The orders impugned, Maloj, by that private respondent was appointed, Maloj, for as a stopgap arrangement.
I have
Now,
order.
Yes, Your Lordship. P1. P1 is that order. And if the second last line is seen,
अस्थायी रूप से
अस्थायी रूप से आगामी आदेश तक
ठीक
के
है
लिए कोर्ट
अस्थायी ऑल ऑर्डर्स आर अस्थायी आपकी मेरिट जज करके किया गया है ना
Manoj.
हाँ इसलिए कुछ है नहीं
Then your lordship
is
would-
already working for 6 years now will not
No, no,
unsettle the settled position
Manoj, what I'm stating is, if your lordship may just
you show me your merit
Manoj.
if you are able to make out a case that you are more meritorious and as per the provisions contained in MPLRC you should have been given we'll set aside his appointment
Manoj,
what's the
with
harm
this
in
the
it
Annexure P3 also, your lordship
P3
might say.
yes P3
Manoj, by this, Manoj, they stated, the commissioner, Manoj, I filed an appeal, and on this appeal, the commissioner stated that you conduct regular appointments in 3 months. Now, that has also passed, Manoj. Almost 4 years have passed.
19/7 को कहा था कि 3 महीने में करें
जी, बस I am only pressing this,
इस
Manoj.
कोर्ट से क्या स्टे था क्या
Nothing was there. I am the petitioner. I am saying they may conduct regular appointments. That is all, Manoj. They may
Petitioner's
consider my
contention
merit
is
and the most
that
meritorious may be appointed.
orders of the Commissioner Nabadapuram Division Nabadapuram 19/7/2018 as contained in Annexure P3 be executed by the Tehsildar in letter and spirit. This prayer is not opposed. Let the order be executed in letter and spirit. The aforesaid, without expressing any opinion on the merits, case is disposed of.
Manoj, some time frame because this has continued for
With letter
7
and
years.
spirit within 3 months कर दीजिए.
Grateful, Your Lordship.
Number 24.
Hello, this is the pension matter and reply has been filed by the state.
जी.
And today I'm just seeing some time to file the rejoinder.
लिखिएगा श्री आपका शुभ नाम
Siddharth Shukla.
Siddharth Shukla prays for and is granted 4 weeks time to file rejoinder list after 4 minutes.
Obligation.
I'm appearing for a
आपका नाम डाल दीजिए correspondent number 4.
obligation.
Number 25.
फिर पास होना
जी
फिर पास
पास ओवर कर दीजिए.
Number 26.
मैलट इसमें रिस्पोंडेंट नंबर 8 और 9 को सर्विस नहीं हो पा रही मैलट इसके लिए हमदस्ता का निवेदन है हमदस्ता
अभी स्टे है क्या इसमें?
नहीं सर अभी रिस्पोंडेंट नंबर 7 का जवाब आना बाकी है बाकी
अरे
का
एक
हमने
सेकंड वकील साहब थोड़ा समझाइएगा तो प्लीज चीज को समझ के आगे बढ़ेंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा.
जी
आपकी क्या रिलीफ है पढ़िएगा जरा इसमें.
Petitioner is claiming
Proposal of respondent number 4 for deputation of the petitioner to respondent number 5 has been cancelled. ठीक है
सर
आज इस पिटीशन को चलते चलते 5 साल हो गए.
सर
डेपुटेशन के लिए अगर कोई आपका नया राइट है तो आप अप्लाई करिएगा जब कभी मांगेंगे.
Lord, our stand is that, my lord, the petitioner is not the regular.
Is not a regular.
Civil service. He is not the civil servant, my lord.
हाँ
Therefore, he
he cannot be taken on deputation. अरे आज 5 साल बाद डेपुटेशन के लिए कोई राइट थोड़ा ना बचता है. अगर कभी पद विज्ञापित होंगे आप अप्लाई करिएगा डेपुटेशन के लिए.
सर उनको सर्विस हो जाती है सर हमदस्ता का लिए निवेदन सर का एक लास्ट
उससे क्या हो जाएगा?
वो तो बताएंगे सर वो आ ही नहीं रहे सर इनका रिप्लाई आ जाए सर तो वो आगे
इनका रिप्लाई आ जाए.
और 7 का सर
7 कौन है? राकेश श्रीवास्तव केयर टेकर राजीव गांधी प्रौद्योगिकी विश्वविद्यालय.
सर
आप डेपुटेशन कहाँ चाह रहे हैं?
सर रिस्पॉन्ड 1 से उनका आ गया सर
अरे एक
reply।
सेकंड वकील साहब प्लीज थोड़ा समझ तो लें.
सर
आप डेपुटेशन कहाँ चाह रहे हैं? नगर निगम में.
नगर
ठीक है तो 7 के रिप्लाई से क्या लेना देना है? आप अपना लोकस बताइए. वो राजीव गांधी प्रौद्योगिकी विश्वविद्यालय के कर्मचारी हैं. उन्होंने डेपुटेशन के लिए कहाँ है वो म्यूनिसिपैलिटी का एडवर्टीजमेंट डेपुटेशन पे पद भरने के लिए?
एडवर्टाइजमेंट नहीं,
जी
इम्प्रूविंग ऑर्डर है माय
हाँ, इम्प्रूव ऑर्डर इज एनेक्चर
लॉर्ड, P1 माय लॉर्ड, पेज नंबर 13
पढ़िएगा, P1 पढ़िएगा
जी। पढ़े।
जी।
क्रमांक 151 सो एंड सो सम्राट अशोक अभियांत्रिकी संस्थान विदिशा के आदेश दिनांक 21/11/2017 द्वारा श्री योगेश मुखर्रैया केयर टेकर की सेवाएं नगर निगम भोपाल को प्रतिनियुक्ति पर सौंपे जाने के फलस्वरूप श्री मुखर्रैया द्वारा दिनांक 22/11/2017 को नगर निगम भोपाल में कार्यभार ग्रहण करने संबंधी
ठीक है,
प्रतिवेदन
पढ़ लिया।
प्रस्तुत किया गया।
प्राइवेट रिस्पोंडेंट्स क्या उनको दे दिया गया है क्या? इनको क्यों पार्टी बनाया आपने 7-8 को?
हाँ सर, इनको दे दिया गया 7 है।
इनको स्वीकार कर लिया गया है?
जी।
अच्छा, let reply be filed that when petitioner's claim for deputation has been rejected, treating him to be not a government servant as contained in Annexure P7, then whether the respondent numbers 7, 8 and 9 are government servants be brought on record. List, let appropriate reply be filed by the respondent number 2 and 3 within 10 days, list thereafter.
मैं
दे दीजिएगा। चलिए।
बोले।
But I'm praying for 3 weeks time for filing reply in this matter.
19 से आज तक
Earlier
reply
date,
नहीं
the
किया।
honorable court has already been forfeited the third time it is listing before the board, my lord.
हाँ?
This is the third time.
नहीं, नोटिस कब इशू हुए थे? वी आर नॉट कंसर्न विद थर्ड टाइम।
2019 में issue
फिर क्यों नहीं किया आपने?
5/9 को
Nand
इनका
Kishore
राइट
Tiwari
फॉरफिट हो
for the
गया।
petitioner. Notices were issued on 16/10/19. Respondents have yet not filed reply, though more than 4 years' time has elapsed. This is violation of their own litigation policy, which they flaunt with lot of pride. Next, subject to payment of cost of rupees 5,000.
Sir, some of the payment we have made to allow us to put
ठीक
these
है,
documents.
हाँ तो ले आइए अब जवाब नहीं।
University is going through financial crunches, my lord.
कौन सी यूनिवर्सिटी है ये ऐसी?
JNKVB.
हाँ तो क्या कर सकते हैं? फाइनेंशियल क्रंच और 5,000 रुपए देंगे और उनको कौन यूनिवर्सिटी को देना? पर्सनली दिया जाएगा।
These are the documents, my lord, showing the
पर्सनली
compliance.
पर्सनली दिया जाएगा। Why did you not? 5/9 को भी आपको टाइम दिया गया था।
Sir, this is the third time it is listing.
हाँ ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं। Subject to payment of cost of rupees 5,000. Time is granted. Cost we recovered from the delinquent person official responsible for not filing the reply despite issuance of notice in 2000. कितना समय चाहिए अब आप बताइए? 4 weeks time is granted. List on 13 अप्रैल 2024। यूनिवर्सिटी में फाइनेंशियल क्रंच कैसे आ गया? उसको तो ग्रांट मिलती
नहीं सर, ग्रांट नहीं मिलती है। यूनिवर्सिटी का डिवीजन 2008 में हुआ। पूरी एसेट्स जो हैं वो जेवाजी यूनिवर्सिटी में चली गई, सारी लायबिलिटीज JNKVB पे आ गई।
अच्छा।
2013 में सरकार के असिस्टेंस से कुछ इसमें एड मिली थी, तो सर हमने इसमें पेंशन पेमेंट की थी।
अच्छा,
इसलिए क्रंचेस है सर इसमें।
ठीक है, ठीक है।
दिस इज नॉट अ डेलिबरेट एंड
नहीं ठीक है, तो जवाब फाइल करने में भी वो हो जाता है।
नहीं सर, इनफैक्ट
उसके लिए भी फाइनेंशियल क्रंच रहता है, ऑफिसर आ नहीं पाता।
सर 2017 में इनको पेमेंट हुआ, मैं वही तो बता रहा हूँ।
अब बताइएगा, आप बताइएगा।
इसलिए मैं निवेदन कर रहा
जवाब
हूँ
फाइल
कि
करिए, जवाब फाइल करिएगा, जवाब फाइल करिएगा। ये जवाहरलाल नेहरू कृषि विश्वविद्यालय का जीवाजी यूनिवर्सिटी से क्या संबंध है?
सर ये डिवीजन जब हुआ था, पहले एक ही यूनिवर्सिटी थी मध्य प्रदेश छत्तीसगढ़ में।
कौन सी?
जबलपुर, ये जवाहरलाल नेहरू कृषि विश्वविद्यालय।
हाँ, फिर
उसके बाद में 2008 में डिवीजन हुआ सर। यहाँ से एक सेटअप ग्वालियर में स्थापित किया गया।
हाँ,
यहाँ से कुछ
वो तो आपका कौन सा वो शायद सिंधिया के नाम से आपने खोली?
नहीं, जीवाजी राव
जीवाजी राव सिंधिया नहीं है, जीवाजी राव सिंधिया नहीं है, उसका नाम कुछ और है
सर। ग्वालियर यूनिवर्सिटी, एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी।
ग्वालियर यूनिवर्सिटी नहीं है भाई, उसका नाम है, उसका नाम कुछ और है। हाँ, आपने राजमाता कुछ करके बनाया हुआ नाम। हाँ, राजमाता विजय राजे सिंधिया नाम है उसका यूनिवर्सिटी का, देख लीजिए आप। क्योंकि जीवाजी यूनिवर्सिटी अलग है, आपने इसलिए जीवाजी बोला तो इसलिए मेरे को रोकना पड़ा आपको। जीवाजी अलग है, ये राजमाता विजयराजे सिंधिया है ये। जी
राजमाता विजय सिंह।
जी, ठीक है, चलिए जवाब दीजिएगा। नेक्स्ट केस।
Respondents are not releasing retirement benefits. Petitioner has been retired in the year 2014. तो ये कहते हैं कि अगेंस्ट एक्विटल एक अपील पेंडिंग है हाई कोर्ट में, इसलिए आपके रिटायरल
इसका
बेनिफिट्स।
कहाँ प्रावधान, आप जजमेंट लेकर आए हैं?
जजमेंट मैंने लगाया सर, एनेक्सर P7 से।
Petitioner's case is that petitioner attained the age of superannuation in the year 2018. 14 from the post of Tahsildar, Palera, District Tikamgarh. Full stop. A criminal case was pending against him in which he was acquitted by the order dated
एनेक्सर P6 मानो।
judgment dated
22/5/2003
22/5/2003 by the special judge and first additional session judge Satarpur in special case number 6/97. Full stop. Is informed that criminal appeal number 1728/2003 is pending before the High Court and therefore retirement dues of the petitioner are not being settled. Next para. Shri Paritosh Trivedi placing reliance on a decision of a coordinate bench dated 14/3/2018 passed in WP 12953/17 Gaya Ram Singh Rathore versus the state of Madhya Pradesh, wherein coordinate bench has held that retirement benefits cannot be withheld on the singular ground that petitioner was accused in a criminal case, and though he has been acquitted, but criminal appeal has been filed by the state government, which is still pending. Full stop. Reliance is placed, next para, reliance is placed on the judgment of High Court in Balak Singh Thakur versus State of MP, WP 7592/2013, ब्रैकेट में S, RC Dubey versus State MP State Electricity Board, WP 12152/2007 within bracket S, S Rajgopal versus the registrar within bracket WP 18949/14 and Chula Ram Hirani versus State of Rajasthan civil writ petition number 3509/14, where relying on which Honorable Coordinate Bench has held that petitioner is entitled to the payment of retirement dues and merely pendency of a criminal appeal is not sufficient in not releasing the retirement dues. Full stop. Taking note of the aforesaid judgments of the High Court and the Coordinate Bench, this petition is disposed of, directing the respondents to pay the retirement dues to the petitioner unless there is a stay on the acquittal of the petitioner by the trial court within period of 30 days from the communication of the order, with 8% interest on the withheld superannuation dues from the date of the retirement till the date of actual payment. Chaliye. It is made clear that if dues are not cleared within 30 days, then किसको पार्टी बना लिया आपने? अच्छा, एक सेकंड, सॉरी. Then respondent number 1 and 2 shall be personally responsible, and respondent and petitioner will be free to. Respondent number 1, 2 and 4 will be personally responsible, and petitioner will be free to institute contempt proceedings.
I leave next.
If there is no any legal.
लिख तो दिया उसमें, लिख तो दिया.
This matter, my lord, I have filed rejoinder, my lord.
That has to be taken on record, my lord, and this is the case of termination on the basis of conviction, my lord. Prior to my appointment, my lord, we disclosed that there was a judgment in my favor for acquittal. That has been, I have disclosed. The verification has been conducted. The police has said that this particular offense is regarding moral turpitude, therefore you reconsider the appointment. That has been cancelled. And the court has said that in judgment, my lord, there is not evidence against the petitioner in judgment.
ठीक है लॉ तो आपके खिलाफ है अभी 2023 का भी जजमेंट
सर इसमें अपॉइंटमेंट कर दिया
सर इसको बहस सुनेंगे ना
जी सर
सुनेंगे rejoinder filed by the petitioner is taken on record. Additional return, if any, be filed within 4 weeks. List thereafter.
Any week commencing?
List in the week commencing 29 April 2024.
I am great.
Lordship, that there is some time to request it. Lordship की petitioner is no more the की amendment application file करना है Lordship की इसमें petitioner survive नहीं कर रहे हैं उनके लड़के
Arvind Kumar Pathak pays for time to file application for substitution of legal heirs of the petitioners. This prayer is not opposed by Srimati Nair, learned senior counsel assisted by Shri Takneel Nasir. Let needful be done within 2 weeks. List thereafter.
1 week करे Lordship 2 week
ठीक है आप 1 हफ्ते में कर लीजिएगा हम 2 हफ्ते बाद सुनेंगे
Lord, the petitioners are the employee of work charge and contingency paid establishment. Lord, they claimed leave encashment, which has been denied by the respondents, my lord, saying, my lord,
DB का
that
judgment है
DB, yes, my lord,
Yes, DB
relying the division bench judgment passed in review petition 106. Now,
सर
your
उन्होंने कहा
lordship
they are
may kindly
entitled to
see,
leave not to its encashment यही तो कहा डिवीजन बेंच ने
Lord, there is a circular of the finance department dated 30th of November 1983,
Annexure?
Annexure P5.
P5.
Lord, that circular was not brought to the notice of the
क्या कहता है ये
Honorable Court, my lord, by which, my lord, the benefit of leave encashment has been extended to the employees of the work charge and contingency paid establishment.
petitioners
Page
contention है
25 may kindly be
ठीक है
seen.
रिप्लाई बुलाते हैं
As per the additional reply, my lord, prior to me kindly be seen, my lord, the circular dated 31/1/1983 will not be applicable to the petition.
Why?
My lord, because he belongs to work charge.
इसकी पढ़िएगा इसका हेडिंग पढ़िएगा विषय पढ़िएगा जरा पढ़िएगा P5 मिला आपको क्या है आपकी बेटी फाइल में
Page 25.
पढ़िएगा राइट हैंड साइड पे पढ़िएगा कार्यभारित एवं आकस्मिक वय से वेतन पाने वाले कर्मचारियों की सेवा के सदस्यों को अर्जित अवकाश के समर्पण एवं नकदीकरण अब इस सर्कुलर को कहाँ कंसीडर किया डिवीजन बेंच ने बताइएगा ठीक है पिटिशनर्स कंटेंशन है दैट ऑनरेबल डिवीजन बेंच ऑफ दिस हाई कोर्ट कहाँ है डिवीजन बेंच का ऑर्डर मैडम एनेक्शन
But they have filed along with the reply. Page 71, 72 along with the reply.
है
Along with the reply, my lord, reply of the respondents as R1.
क्या लिखा
Kindly see.
क्या लिखा एक बार रुक जाइएगा प्लीज अभी कुछ कर नहीं रहे हैं आपको टाइम दे रहे हैं क्या लिखिए हाई कोर्ट फाइल डिसाइडिंग आरपी नंबर 506/2012 डिसाइडेड ऑन 21/7/2014 was not shown the circular as of the finance department bearing number 1781/4293 oblique ni dash 1/4 जो है उसमें है वर्ड्स में है oblique 83 कॉमा भोपाल कॉमा दिनांक 30 नवंबर 1983 and oblivious of said circular of the Finance Department, Honorable Division Bench has passed the said order denying benefit of leave encashment in the hands of a work charge employee. Full stop. This matter needs to be reconsidered by a division bench or a bench of a larger strength. Full stop. Matter be placed before Honorable the Chief Justice for constituting an appropriate bench, because admittedly order dated 21/7/2014 on which passed in RP number 506/2012 has not taken into consideration the aforesaid Finance Department circular. ठीक है ना? चलिए.
This matter, the petitioner is a superintendent engineer matter. Initially, matters what has happened that the petitioner was given two charge sheet mallots. In the both the charge sheet mallots, the two charges were plain mallots. The evidence were recorded. The witnesses were examined. We submitted our reply mallots. We disclosed our defense. And after that, mallots, at the verge of the completion of the both the charge sheet mallots, a third charge sheet has been issued to me mallots without there being any provision under the rules of
इसको तो
19.
finally सुनना पड़ेगा.
Mallots.
तो सुनेंगे finally. लिखिएगा. Readings are complete. Case is to be heard finally. List for final hearing in Part B of the petition is admitted.
Mallots,
List for
we-
final hearing in Part B of the cause list in the week commencing 22 July 2024.
थोड़ा और पास कर बिकॉज वी आर ऑन दी वर्ज ऑफ
छुट्टी है,
रिटायरमेंट.
जून में पूरे छुट्टी है. कब रिटायरमेंट है आपका?
मतलब अभी तो टाइम है लेकिन प्रमोशन नहीं हो पा रहा
हाँ,
है.
ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. चलिए.
अप्रैल में कर देंगे.
हैं?
अप्रैल
अप्रैल में संभव नहीं है.
नहीं.
जून जुलाई में कर दिया. चलिए.
Presence for respondent corporation.
हाँ, इनका नाम डाल दीजिएगा. देवदत्त भावे फॉर रिस्पोंडेंट कॉर्पोरेशन.
My lord, this petition is to be heard finally. In fact, my lord, the issue in this petition is that, my lord, we have, my lord, in fact, the respondent number 4 had filed an application under section 129 of MBLRC
जी.
seeking demarcation of land, my lord, bearing Khasa number 1468, my lord. However, my lord, we raised an objection before the authority, before the Tehsildar, that a demarcation has not been done in a proper manner from the proper actual landmark, my lord, it was not done. So the encroachment has been shown over the land. The Tehsildar accepted our objection and dismissed their application, holding that, my lord, the demarcation is not done in a proper manner. Later on, my lord, the appeal was preferred before the SDU under 129(5) of MPLRC. Their appeal has been allowed, my lord, so we are before this honorable court. The dispute is, my lord, in fact, we are just have a limited period. The demarcation be done, my lord, in a proper manner. We are, my lord, in fact, ready to.
टाइम बाउंड कर देते हैं मैडम.
प्रॉपर मैनर में कर दें, 1 महीने के अंदर कर दें.
फिजिकली कर लें. नहीं, टीएसएम मशीन की बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम्स आ रही हैं. कल भी कुछ लोग अपीयर हुए थे, बताया उन्होंने. फिजिकली इसको जो है करते 30 डेज में डिमार्केशन करें.
With TSM machine only because this has already been done with
नहीं,
TSM.
टीएसएम हम उसको दोनों तरीके से करा देते हैं, फिजिकली एज वेल एज टीएसएम.
जी जी मैम.
ठीक है. विद द कंसेंट ऑफ द पार्टीज दिस पिटीशन कैन बी डिस्पोज्ड ऑफ by setting aside order dated 29/10/2021 passed by the sub divisional officer revenue Rajnagar, district Chhatarpur in case number 0030/appeal/2021-22 Ganesh Ram Patel versus Gauri Shankar and Arvind Yadav, directing the Tehsildar to get a demarcation afresh of the suit land contained in survey number 1468 with the help of Zarib as well as TSM machine within 30 days of receipt of certified copy of the order, and if thereafter anybody is found in encroachment, then the appropriate action be taken against the encroacher within further period of 30 days.
Obligation.
32 में IR भी है.
IR 32 में अगर है तो कंटिन्यू कर दीजिए.
लॉर्डशिप रिजॉइंडर फाइल करने के लिए समय दे दिया
कितना समय चाहिए आपको?
गया 2 weeks का लॉर्डशिप।
आपका शुभ नाम बताइए।
आर के चौधरी।
Shri R. K. Chaudhary prays for and is granted 2 weeks time to file rejoinder. List after 2 weeks.
Obliged.
My lord, I moved an application for amendment.
Heard on IA 452/2024. Notice, issue notice. Notice is waived by Shri Vijay Kumar Shukla. He may file reply to the amendment application. क्या amendment कर दिया आपने?
My lord, an extra P3 था उसको my lord challenge नहीं किया तो वो बस उसमें
Reply to the amendment application within 4 weeks listed thereafter.
My lord, in this case, my petitioner challenging the impugned order of punishment only on the ground that he is not competent to take a disposition against it because he is having the post of superintendent on the current charge basis, my lord. And this honorable court has already dealt with the person who are holding the post of current charge, my lord, they are not entitled to issue the charge sheet, my lord.
लीजिएगा order.
This is the basic order passed by the court.
Basic order भी दे दीजिएगा.
Because respondent number 3 is having the substantive post of executive engineer, whereas he passed the punishment order being a capacity of superintending engineer, my lord, on the basis of current charge, my lord.
ये इसमें भी assistant engineer holding the post of charge of executive engineer has issued the.
Yes, my lord.
ठीक है.
Executive engineer था वो और SE के charge में था और SE
बताइएगा. बताइएगा.
As per the last order sheet, petitioner claims reliance on
आप तो ये बता दीजिएगा कि प्रिंसिपल ऑफ लॉ तो वही रहेगा. इनकी डिसिप्लिनरी अथॉरिटी ऐसी है कि एग्जीक्यूटिव इंजीनियर है.
SEM.
ऐसी है. तो ऐसी होल्डिंग द चार्ज कैन एक्ट एज अ डिसिप्लिनरी अथॉरिटी and discharge statutory functions. ऐसा कहाँ है?
Yes, sir. So there is one judgment I'm relying upon of the Apex Court, which says that if there is a current charge with complete powers of the superintendent engineer or any post for that matter.
कहाँ है?
If I may pass on this judgment.
दीजिएगा.
Before relying on this.
एक सेकंड नहीं. Show me that order with whereby he was made in charge superintending engineer with all the powers. बताइएगा. Where is that order?
That is page number 85 of
Annexure.
Annexure R1 of my reply.
हाँ. क्या लिखा है R1 में? पढ़िएगा.
It is written.
Following officers are hereby transferred on administrative ground and to the places as mentioned against each with the immediate effect.
The below paragraph is written, the above officers are given current charge of SE with full powers of superintendent and engineer of the company as per DOP issued by letter number.
Where is the DOP?
Annexure R2 is the DOP.
R2 देखें क्या कहता है DOP. पढ़ने में नहीं आ रहा R2. आप पढ़ सकते हैं तो पढ़िएगा.
I have a copy.
नहीं. I have a copy means how the office has allowed such faint copy.
It must have been due to the scanning issue, but I have my copy is clear.
क्या कहती है वो? वो क्लियर कॉपी कहते हैं. लीजिएगा देखें जरा.
It is visible.
Visible or should be readable. लिखिएगा. Annexure R2 is not readable. It is surprising that why checker has not raised an objection. Let typed copy be filed by the council during the course of the day. List tomorrow. Top of the list. इनके दोनों वापस कर देना.
Could it be after?
नहीं आज बैठ के करवाइए. बुला लीजिए अपने सुपरिटेंडेंट इंजीनियर को कि उन्होंने जो है वो बैठ के टाइप कराएं और आपको पेश करें आज उसको. ये वापस करिएगा जजमेंट इनको. शुभम मंचानी, मुझे मालूम है नाम मैं लिखा दूंगा. ये वापस करिए ऑर्डर. उनको बुला लीजिए, बोले बैठ के टाइप कराइए यहाँ पर. श्री अजीत कुमार सिंह for the petitioner, Shri Shubham Manchani for the respondents. Let typed copy of Annexure R2 be produced during the course of the day. List this case tomorrow, top of the list.
But this matter leads to appointment of Gram.
जी
An advertisement was issued
जी
for appointment, not merit list is at annexure P2,
P2
page number 33.
जी क्या हो गया इसमें?
So respondent number 7 was at serial number 1, I was at serial number 2.
जी
I subsequently filed an objection
हाँ
stating that their made certificate, my lord, that is not correct. And after submitting the form for Gram Rozgar Sahib, she married and subsequently shifted to some other village, my lord.
जी
The district committee allowed
आप
my,
ये बात क्यों नहीं मान लेते कि वो शादी के बाद अपने पति के साथ अपने मायके में रह सकती है? आजकल तो खूब हो रहा है। आप पूछिएगा सरकारी वकील साहब से।
ये शादी के बाद अपने मायके चले गए
हैं?
पत्नी के मायके चले गए
पत्नी के मायके चले गए, संभव है ये, इक्वालिटी का जमाना है।
सर ये बिल्कुल हो सकता है ये,
ये
लेकिन
हो सकता है, ये
इनके ऐसा
क्या
कहना
इनके साथ हुआ है, आप ऐसा कह रहे हैं? तो फिर आपकी शादी हुई नहीं हुई अभी? हाँ, तो इस पॉसिबिलिटी को ओपन रखिएगा, सीनियर को बता दीजिएगा that you may have to shift. हाँ, फिर क्या हुआ?
वो committee ने that is allowed my objection.
हाँ।
Subsequently they went in appeal, my lord, and their appeal was allowed.
जी, अगर आप शिफ्ट होगा तो सीनियर के पास से एक अच्छा हाथ चला जाएगा। You mean to say that he will marry within the jurisdiction of principal bench? हाँ, पढ़िए।
ये 72, page number 72.
72. Annexure
P12, this is annexure P12.
P12. Yes.
Sir, the operative parts of page number 73.
एक मिनट रुक जाइएगा। जो हम कह रहे थे वही लिखा है इसने, वो विवाह पश्चात भी अपने गांव पुंछी में रह रही है। जी सब्सिक्वेंट मैरिज है वो तो।
So subsequently after submission of form, so it shifts to इनका नाम दूसरे वोटर लिस्ट में they have entered.
अच्छा,
वोटर लिस्ट में इनका नाम
कब है,
जहाँ ये
कब
खाते
कब जोड़ा?
वोटर लिस्ट में I have marked as annexure P7.
P7 जी,
सर ये सीरियल नंबर 623 लिखा है
623। पिता का नाम महावीर प्रसाद। शादी होने के बाद तो पति का नाम लिखा जाएगा, पिता का नाम लिखा है, कैसे आ जाएगा ये कैसी कैसी है ये? अंकिता, पिता का नाम महावीर प्रसाद, 624 पे भी इन्हीं के परिवार का है। ये कहाँ की वोटर लिस्ट है?
सर 53 में अगर देखें समग्र आईडी भी है सर।
एक सेकंड रुक जाइएगा, पहले इसको तो देख लें। ऊंची करगोवा भाग 2 तहसील निवाड़ी, 2016 की है ये। एडवर्टीजमेंट कब निकला था? फिर 12 की बताइए ना, देखना तो 12 में है। 12 की निर्वाचन सूची में, क्योंकि सर्कुलर ये कहता है कि उस साल की निर्वाचन सूची में नाम देखना है। 12 की निर्वाचन सूची में अगर इनका नाम दूसरी जगह था तो ठीक बात है।
सर ये लगी है पेज नंबर 55 में
एनेक्शन
दिस पार्ट ऑफ एनेक्शन P7 ओनली पेज नंबर 55
55 चलिए देखें 55
1602
एक से रुक जाइएगा प्लीज। 55
मिनट
समग्र आईडी।
सर ये वोटर लिस्ट है 55 में, समग्र आईडी 56 पर।
ठीक है, देखते हैं वो भी देखते हैं। किस साल की है ये? 4/3/2013 की है। If she refuses to stay in the village of appointment, then her appointment may be cancelled, but you cannot hold her to be ineligible because she has married in some other village, and that too after the process of selection was complete.
सबमिशन ऑफ फॉर्म अलॉट शी
कब है? शादी की तारीख क्या है?
ये 73 में कलेक्टर है डिस्कस दिस पॉइंट।
हाँ देख लिया, वो मैंने देख लिया। कलेक्टर का आदेश बहुत रीजनेबल है।
सर एक और पॉइंट इनका मेरिट सर्टिफिकेट की रिगार्डिंग,
हाँ
उसको किसी भी तरीके में टच नहीं किया। सर ये मार्कशीट इन्होंने सबमिट की पेज नंबर 48 में
P5 देखें। हाँ डॉक्टर हरी सिंह गौर से इन्होंने B.Com 3rd फाइनल जी।
इसका जो ये 2007-10 बैच है।
7 से
10 पे।
हाँ ठीक है फिर।
और सर ये अगला ही इनका मेरिट सर्टिफिकेट है।
हाँ
पेज नंबर 49 में। This is also 2007. She was a regular student for B.Com, and subsequently she produces the certificate of maid milord of same year 2007.
कहाँ है?
Simultaneous में
2007 सितंबर 2007
मिनट सितंबर 2007।
नहीं एक्चुअल मार्कशीट फिर से देखते हैं। इसकी डेट क्या है मार्कशीट की? 2010 की है। 14/7/2010।
2007 से 2010 3 साल का कोर्स है सर। She was admitted as a regular student मिनट 2007 से 2010 के बैच में।
जी।
And simultaneously she produces certificate मिनट मेड सर्टिफिकेट ये 49 पे, वो भी 2007।
हाँ ठीक है, क्या डेट क्या है? इसकी डेट क्या है भाई मेरिट सर्टिफिकेट की? सितंबर 2007 की परीक्षा उत्तीर्ण करने के उपरांत। इसमें लिखा तो है।
तो ये रेगुलर स्टूडेंट दोनों चीज।
तो मेट का काम क्या होता है? अगर ये मेट के रूप में काम कर रही थी, कॉलेज नहीं जा रही थी, तो कॉलेज वाले इनको बाहर निकाल देते। तो भाई अरे भाई कैसे मालूम पड़ेगा वकील साहब? रेगुलर स्टूडेंट तो लिखा है, लेकिन ये तो बता दीजिए कि सितंबर 2007 में इन्होंने एडमिशन ले लिया था। ये कौन सा दस्तावेज है? क्योंकि ये सर्टिफिकेट जो है ये साल भर का नहीं है, सिर्फ सितंबर माह का है बस। सक्षमता प्रमाण पत्र दिया जाता है। इसमें ये नहीं है कि इतने समय से इतने समय तक ये कार्य कर रही थी। पास द एग्जामिनेशन हेल्ड इन सितंबर 2007 एंड कहीं पर भी इस तरीके का सर्टिफिकेट एग्जाम पास करने पर बैन नहीं है डिग्री के साथ में। ये हम ऑलरेडी डिसाइड कर चुके हैं यूजीसी के सर्कुलर की लाइट में। अभी हमने डिसाइड किया है केस में ये डिप्लोमा सर्टिफिकेट दे कैन बी परस्यूड अनलेस देयर इज अ स्पेसिफिक बार। शायद आप ही का केस था क्या वो माखनलाल चतुर्वेदी वाला, इसका डिप्लोमा था। अच्छा चलिए तो अब क्या करें?
इसमें दो ही फॉर्म है सर।
ठीक है चलिए हम दोनों पॉइंट मीट कर देते हैं। लिखिएगा दिस पिटीशन इज फाइल्ड बीइंग एग्रीव्ड ऑफ ऑर्डर डेटेड 18/12/2017 एंड 27/3/2021। और भी ऑर्डर हैं क्या?
सर 18/12/2017, 27/3.
18/12/17 और 27/3/21। एनेक्सर P14,
12 and 14.
Annexure P12 and 14 respectively, passed by the collector Tikamgarh and the Commissioner Sagar Division Sagar, whereby candidature of the private respondent who had secured more marks than the petitioner has been kept intact. Full stop. Next para. Petitioner's contention is that in the year 2012, an advertisement was issued for appointment to the post of Gram Rojgar Sahayak at Puchi Karguma. Full stop. Petitioner and the private respondent were both the candidates to selection. Full stop. Private respondent Kalpana Khare had secured 141.56 marks, whereas petitioner with 134 marks was placed at serial number 2. Full stop. He had raised an objection as to the appointment of the private respondent on the ground that after initiation of selection process, she had performed her marriage and is now no more resident of the same village for which advertisement was issued, that is Puchi Karguma, and thus her name was, on such objection being raised, name of the private respondent was removed from the merit list and petitioner was given appointment. Next para. Private respondent had filed appeal before the collector, order of which is available on record as Annexure P12, wherein collector categorically recorded a finding that she is the private respondent is a original resident of village Punchi Karguma. She was residing at Puchi Kargoma when she had filed the application for selection. Without giving her any opportunity of hearing, her name has been removed arbitrarily. Full stop. Thereafter, collector has noted another fact that when advertisement was issued, private respondent was unmarried. She had participated in the whole process as an unmarried candidate. If at the time of preparation of the merit list, she had performed her marriage, then that will not disentitle her from appointment unless it is shown that she had shifted out of the village. Full stop. Next paragraph. Another ground which is taken by learned counsel for the petitioner is that a mate certificate was issued to the petitioner as contained in annexure private respondent as contained in annexure P6. Full stop. Petitioner was pursuing her degree course during that period, and that mate certificate issued by Madhya Pradesh State Employment Guarantee Council would not have been issued to her. Next paragraph. Shri Pathak and Shri Manasmani Verma supports impugned orders passed by the collector and the commissioner. Next paragraph. After hearing learned counsel for the parties and going through the record, as far as certificate issued by the certification agency, namely Madhya Pradesh State Employment Guarantee Council and Construction Industry Development Council, does not prohibit any persuasion of such certificate course along with a regular degree course. Full stop. In absence of any prohibition in pursuing any other certificate or diploma course, along with the degree course, comma, this submission made by Shri Aditya Veer Singh is not admissible. Next paragraph. Second ground, in regard to marriage is concerned, comma, if accepted as put forth by Shri Aditya Veer Singh, it will amount to accepting that in a society, women has no freedom to choose their place of residence after marriage and they have to necessarily move to their matrimonial home, full stop. That being not a hard and fast rule and varies from person to person. And if this proposition put forth by Shri Aditya Veer Singh is accepted as it is, it will result in violation of the freedom of movement for a woman and choice of residence for a woman, comma, that ground cannot be accepted in absence of any material produced on record to prove otherwise. Therefore, when examined from this aspect, then when private respondent was admittedly a resident of village, क्या नाम आया था उसका? कौन सा? हाँ, वो जो भी है, खरगवा है? हाँ, इतना at the time of application and selection, her name could not have been removed by the concerned authority without giving opportunity of hearing to the private respondent. Thus, when tested, orders passed by the collector and commissioner cannot be said to be arbitrary or illegal, calling for interference. Petition fails and is dismissed.
Number 30.